When Battlefield 2042 launched 3 years ago, it had issues. I dipped in and out whilst the developers basically tried to fix a car without wheels. Well, I had some friends ask me if now was a good time to get into it, so here we are. In this video, we will discuss the poor choices and issues the game had, where the game is now, and why I actually will recommend Battlefield 2042, albeit with some caveats, as the game definitely still has some issues. I'm Cliffhanger DK, and here are my updated thoughts on Battlefield 2042.
My sentry is ready!
To give you a quick reminder, Battlefield 2042 didn't exactly have a smooth start. Players expected the large-scale team-based warfare Battlefield is known for, but instead we got a game riddled with problems. Bugs were everywhere, the specialist system fell out of place, and balance was almost non-existent. The new specialist system especially took a hit from fans. Instead of the classic Battlefield classes, we had unique operators with individual abilities. While it was meant to modernize gameplay, it ended up making team dynamics feel chaotic and fragmented. On top of that, the maps were overly spacious and often lacked cover, which made gameplay feel scattered. Conquest was especially affected by this, often resulting in unstructured battles across large spaces with little to no intensity and objectives. Vehicles like helicopters were tough to counter, and the game's classic Conquest mode often felt anticlimactic. You'd fight over points for ages, only to end with a simple "you win" or "you lose" text right there in the screen. But let's give credit where it's due. The developers put in the work. They brought back the class system, making gameplay feel structured and teamwork focused. Each class has defined roles now, bringing back that team dynamic Battlefield thrives on. The game's dynamic weather is also excellent, with features like sandstorms and tornadoes that alter the feel of each match. These add a cool twist to battles and enhance immersion. Map improvements are another big win. Most of the maps have been refined to add better cover and balance the pacing, except for the map Redacted, one of the newer maps. Unfortunately, this map doesn't showcase Battlefield's potential well. The other maps are fantastic. Each one feels well designed and engaging. Before we dive deeper into the game modes and what you can expect in Battlefield 2042 right now, if you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe. I do opinion pieces and in-depth looks at classics and hidden gems in gaming, so if that's for you, I would love to have you in our little corner of YouTube. Let's talk about modes. Classic Conquest is still a bit of a letdown. It feels open and it lacks direction, and with helicopters and the EBLC Ram, the vehicle you see here, still being overpowered, balance is a persistent issue. It often leads to chaotic, disconnected gameplay. On the other hand, the mode Breakthrough brings that structure back. You're pushing ahead or holding the line, and watching the score tick up gives a constant sense of progress. The game also has a mode called Portal. For longtime Battlefield fans, this mode is a treasure. It combines elements from past Battlefield games, for example 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, allowing you to create custom games with nostalgic maps and weapon loadouts. Especially Rush mode is fantastic, keeping the action moving without the downtime Conquest often has. Hazard Zone, though, doesn't quite hit the mark. It's a 4-player squad-based mode where you gather data drives and fend off enemies. Maybe with friends there's some fun to be had, but overall it's not a standout or very good. Team Deathmatch also makes an appearance. It's solid, nothing special, but enjoyable. That being said, newer players may accidentally pick operators with less useful abilities for this mode, which could impact their experience. For example, you won't be needing a wingsuit when there are no tall structures to wingsuit from. So, why should you consider Battlefield 2042 now? Well, the game is feature complete, meaning you're getting a stable, polished experience. And at its current price, which is often discounted, it's a low-risk investment if you're curious about jumping back in. Alternatively, if you have Game Pass, you already have the game. With strong modes like Breakthrough and Portal, plus a range of unlocks available from the start, there's plenty to enjoy for anyone looking to try or return to Battlefield 2042. You're getting more than enough content here to justify giving it a shot, especially if you're a fan of large-scale battles. Here's my current take. Battlefield 2042 has come a long way. It's not perfect. Balance issues persist with vehicles like helicopters and the EBLC RAM. But if you're looking for some explosive, large-scale action at a reasonable price, I'd say it's worth a shot. Just know that while it's much better than it was at release, it's not flawless. Now, if Battlefield 2042 caught your attention, you'll definitely want to check out my video on XDefiant. Click here to see why I think it deserves your attention. See you in the next one.